And
And
we are live.
And all right, it is Friday, November 6th.
It is.
If I do my math right, that means next week is Friday the 13th.
Oh, yesterday was the 5th. You know what that is?
No.
November 5th, 1955.
Oh, yeah.
Doc Brown invented time travel.
I thought you were going to say like failure to achieve election consensus day.
Oh, no.
We're not going to go there on our show today. Bad Doug. Don't bring up math and counting today. I was told there'd be no math. It turns out it's all math. We got fun stuff today. I have only doing two things because there's one of them's like super important. Team stuff and the productivity score released, and I really want to dig in on that. And then we're going to highlight content from the Microsoft Mechanics video, which Todd and I just decided is like the less scruffy version of us because they wear jackets.
Yeah, they're like champagne and tuxedos, and we're like beer and jeans.
Yeah. So but it's a really important video. I'm going to break down, show you how the sections are laid out, show you a couple of highlights from the productivity score to encourage you to spend some time on it because this is super important for every enterprise, in my opinion. And if you're watching, that's apparently what you're after. So I'm going first. And then Todd, you're going to do a little UI flow demo. It's the long-awaited UI flow demo while Todd tries to get to work in the background. So if Todd appears distracted, I believe that's because he's fixing.
I'm all here for you.
I'm not picking on you, man. I did it a couple weeks ago where I was like, whatever Todd said, so we have that going on. All right. So what's new in Teams is first up for me in October. There's a couple of things in here that are real gems on top of it. Live captions with speaker attribution. If you have not seen that, it's pretty epic. It has that thing everyone's been looking at. And then the accessibility of that transcript, the programmatic accessibility is coming, apparently. That's, I'm going to try and unwind that. Because if I can get that, like I have customers who have, like say you stand up a crisis call for, a problem you're having, and you're joining late in the game to be able to have that transcript where you could search for keywords and be able to catch up if you had to come back. Like there's a lot of this is amazing. And so I'm super excited, not just for the feature, but also for what you can do with the data driven by that feature. Do you know what I mean? Like as a platform for where you can go on top of it. Obviously, spotlight an individual video participant for all meeting attendees. I can put someone on stage.
Okay. I'm going to pin on that one for a second. You got to be careful with that one because the first day it showed up, I wasn't sure what it was. And I clicked on it.
You spotlighted someone?
I did. And then I saw that person's face for this. And I'm like, oh my gosh, did that just do what I thought it did? And then
so pin is when you pin it for you. Spotlight is you're like, like
don't spotlight somebody.
You are the star of the show. So you have that. Also,
the person's look on their face though was priceless. Like, why am I on the big screen now? Like, what's happening?
Okay, so this next one's a funny one because the MVPs in the UC user group used to just go ahead and mute all. Right, and all that kind of stuff, and do these mute things because you didn't have control over it. Now you can prevent attendees from unmuting. I can be like, you know what, like Todd, not you, not today.
Well, you know who really would love this is teachers.
I know, like Billy, just not today, right? On top of it, dude, Microsoft Whiteboard read-only mode.
Speaking of muting,
you do not. I was running an offsite meeting last week, and somebody popped into the whiteboard and just started spinning things and moving things around because they were like playing on a shared whiteboard session. I'm like, I had it all laid out so participants had a section, each person take their notes and to do this stuff, and someone's like, "Wee." Like you need to be in read-only mode. So
was it Billy? Was it Billy?
Huh?
It wasn't Billy, was it?
It was Billy again.
Oh, he's striking.